Greetings, everyone. Today I'm at SCALP Solutions, a veteran-owned business with David Santiago, who will be performing an SMP procedure on my scars, which I've had for the past 30 years. We will continue with this interview, and I'm going to be interviewing him in regards to his company and with other following questions while he's performing his procedure. How did you come about with this brilliant idea of starting a micropigmentation company or business?
So one day I went to I was at a barber's convention, and I saw these two gentlemen performing for what I thought was a tattoo. So I was kind of like, what are these guys doing here? You know, this is a barber's convention, you know, why they're doing tattoos. And as I got closer, I saw that they had like a projection screen of what it was that they were doing. So when I looked at the projection screen, I immediately saw what it was that they were doing, and I thought it was just genius. So right there, I just started asking questions. How could I get training, etc., etc. And one thing led to the next. And fast forward 2.5 years later, here I am doing the scalp micropigmentation procedures myself.
So let me get this correctly. So it was just a regular conference that you just showed up, and it was just a complete new different business that you came across.
Yeah, I didn't go. I wasn't even going there to look, you know, to see if it's not like it was a career fair. I was actually there. I showed up there because I was competing. I was participating in the fastest fade contest. So I had time. So I just was walking around to see all the other vendors, and I stumbled across these two gentlemen that were performing the procedure just like that.
So you used to be a barber?
I used to be a full-time barber. I still do offer some barbering, but these days exclusively scalp micropigmentation.
Awesome. So obviously at the end of the day, you still integrated both services. What other services do you provide?
So I don't just do traditional like barbering, meaning like, you know, guys come in and tell me, hey, I want to fade, do this, you know, whatever, you know, $20-$25 haircuts. So what I do is cranial prosthesis, which is essentially like hair units. You know, it's like it's toupees essentially for men that are suffering from hair loss, and they don't want to go down the surgical route, or they don't want to go down this route and get the get a cosmetic like a permanent cosmetic tattoo on their head. So I'll do the hair units on them.
Wow. Have you provided your services for veterans?
Absolutely. So right now I'm working with a few veteran organizations that they have these veterans that are suffering from hair loss due to, you know, some of them trauma. Majority of them are behavioral health related because of the medications and how strong they are. So I've linked up with a couple of them. Every month they send me a couple of veterans to fix them up, you know, restore their hairline, fill in whatever light spots they have, or any scars.
Oh, wow. So how are you looking to impact the veteran community with SMP?
Well, right now, I'm working on it's pretty much finalized. Right now, it's just actually putting it into play. We're doing a training certification for veterans, their wives, or their children, or anyone, you know, 18 and older. We're going to offer them 3-day training certification on scalp micropigmentation, you know, to help them become entrepreneurs and build their own business and, just
Oh wow,
run their own show.
providing
We
them
want
their
to give
own
them an
business.
opportunity. We want to teach them how to fish, so
Right.
let them get their own business off the ground.
What type of work have you performed on these veterans, such as SMP wise? Like, what is it that they come with? Obviously, some of them going bald, but like for those that have hair plugs, are you able to take care of anything for them?
I'm just laughing because you refer to it as hair plugs. So no, absolutely. So like from what you're saying, like the hair plugs, I'm assuming you talking about like a hair transplant.
Yes, there you go, hair
Yeah,
transplant.
So I've had a couple of veterans that have done hair transplants, and
Because they have the scars on the back of their heads.
right. So so some of them, unfortunately, some of those transplants, they don't go as intended. So I'll just come in like the same procedure what I'm doing for you right now, and I'm just filling in. I'll do that for them, and then I'll also camouflage the scars that these transplant leaves. I mean, the transplants are an amazing alternative to hair loss, but sometimes they can leave some pretty horrific scars. So with this technique here, the scalp micropigmentation, I'm able to go in and camouflage the scars pretty much just by simulating a hair follicle. I'm able to just make it look like one clean and uniform canvas.
Oh wow! Have you had any veterans or just like regular customers that come in with alopecia?
Oh yeah, I get quite a few with alopecia. Some of them, I've been able to utilize this technique and take care of them, but some of them I have not, and that's just because the treatment that they're undergoing at the time is just so severe. Sometimes you just don't want to risk it. Like, some of them are undergoing like a lot of very strong steroid shots, and that makes the scalp very sensitive, and it also assists with the pigment not being able to metabolize correctly into the scalp. So you don't want to go through this 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions and it doesn't really hold. So some I can help, some I can't.
That's awesome.